maybe while we're waiting, I'll do a little history on what the concept of this thing was. So, a couple weeks back, I approached the ERRF people and Joel to get a panel together and talk a little bit about what it is to start up a business in the maker industry. And so, we're going to try to just have a casual discussion right now, kind of like lessons learned and stuff like that. And Joel was gracious enough to kind of lead us in the whole thing. So we'll see how it goes. So with that said, it should be fun. I think it'll. I think it's going to be fun. You ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Hello, everyone, and welcome to what we're calling Makering a Business. As Pooch wrote down, lessons learned from being a startup in the maker industry. It's interesting because in the maker industry, there's all sorts of different jobs that can be fulfilled, and sometimes those jobs can lead to a wage, revenue, or possibly a company with employees. And so we have some wonderful examples of people here who have makered themselves a business. Here in the maker community, we're going to have a conversation about what went right, what went wrong, and maybe some of the things you can do or avoid if you want to do something similar. How's that? That was awesome. Way better than what I thought. We're going to go left to right. So on my... Who's left? I'm sorry, stage right. Stage right. Pooch, right? Okay. Everybody, right over there. That is Alan Puccinelli, but better known as Pooch, purveyor of Repkord. And could you give us a little example about what Repkord does? Yeah, so Repkord started in like mid-2016, and I got into the business as kind of a reseller. I started kind of on Amazon, the way a lot of people do. I sourced some filament from a supplier, built domestically in China, and then put my brand on it and started selling and did pretty well with that. And we've since branched out into more accessories. So I don't do a printer myself, but I do accessories and things in support of. Wonderful. That's perfect. Wonderful intro. Next to Pooch is Dan Barousse from Slice Engineering. Dan, could you give a little intro for Slice? Hey everybody. So at Slice, we make furniture components. So we're focusing on performance materials and performance capabilities. So high temperature, things that are very abrasion resistant, so it's going to be deep stuff, very fiber filled things. That's up our end. Thank you for that. Next to Dan is Andrew Mayhall from 3D Gloop. Andrew, can you say a little something to our friends out there?
Hey guys. So 3D Gloop, we are an adhesives company. We make adhesives for 3D printed parts. We use it, to make some really cool things. There's some awesome demonstrations around giant sports right behind us. Cool gizmos, gadgets, chairs, you name it. So yeah.
If you go to their website, there's a video of us fighting.
Yeah, there is.
Some strong stuff. Strong stuff.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Andrew. Next we've got Jack and Jesse from Project FDL.
Hey guys, my name's Jesse, this is Jackie. She will fill in all of my gaps. So we are Project FDL. We design 3D prints, solder, everything high performance 3D printed. We are the people making all the noise in the back there, our shooting gallery. So we've been doing this about 3 or 4 years. The blaster that we have back there is the FDL3, so this is the third rendition of the blaster that we've done. The first one was very, very maker equipped, sat on my cubicle at work. And everybody at work started telling me, like, you 3D print these things, you can print a bunch of these things, you should do this. So I ran my Kickstarter, like, 2015, 2016? I don't know. It's all been a wash for the past 4 years. We didn't fund, but there was enough interest to continue doing what we were doing, and we kind of iterated on the design. And I eventually left my job, which was a pretty swank software job, in order to make stuff, and it worked for a little while. I'm doing the best I can, but here we are.
He covered it all.
We'll get more into where we're at. Yeah, obviously. Last and certainly not least is Lauren from Buzz Designs.
So I make magically inspired goods
So one of the things that I first want to talk to everybody about, and something that I think everybody might be interested in, is I just want to get down to it. What for you in your business defined success? What was your view on I am successful or I've had success? Pooch, I want to start with you.
Yes, that's a really good question that I think everybody should probably ask themselves when they strike out on a business. But a lot of times, I think it's something that you probably don't. And so, I think I analyze that late in the game. Success to me is having a sustainable business, and just so for a lot of you guys that don't know, like Repkord is not my full-time job. So I would say I'm still working on being successful. I do web development as well, but I'm really trying to pivot over there. And so developing a sustainable business where I can get enough funding to support my family and all that stuff is obviously a very big key to success.
I would agree.
Yeah.
What about you, Dan?
So I think for me, I should, like you said, get more inspiration. It is successful for actually launching a venture. But the initial goal is just to be able to go full-time in business and not 2 jobs. Everybody's ever worked 2 jobs. It's pretty great. So I did that for the first 2 years. And actually, earlier this year, I was able to go full-time and see some very interesting exciting. So that is definitely part of success, just being able to get more engine and all that goes. Revenue coming from the company. But other than that, I think is being able to provide employment for other people, bring people in and say, okay, this is not just for me and my family, this is for you and your family, and we're excited to continue to build out the next place.
Anything, Andrew?
You know, I'll take it a little bit of a different direction. More so, I think success for me was defined as my happiness in doing what I wanted to do. You know, when we started, the other Andrew and I, 3D Gloop, it was just, you know, for fun. It was a project, and we really didn't expect it to turn into a business. But if it did, we were okay with that. And, you know, I guess, you know, I have a little bit of a benefit of starting a business before 3D Gloop. This is my first one. The first one I started was, you know, in high-tech computer servers. And I, you know, got, I guess, at right place, right time, raised, you know, some venture capital, and, you know, went on from there. And it was cool, and, you know, I defined success as, you know, building a business that was, you know, able to generate revenue, able to have employees. But, you know, shortly after, you know, starting that and really getting into the line, it turned more so into just a chore, and it's something that I really want to do. And, you know, eventually it led me to just transition out. I didn't want to do that anymore. I wanted to do something that made me happy and I enjoyed, you know, deep down. So I think success for me is, you know, just am I currently enjoying what I'm doing, and is it able to continue moving forward? So, you know, I guess that's kind of what I have to say.
For you guys, though, success, I'm curious to see what your definition of success was, because there are many different iterations in a while. But what did you define as success when you started?
Everything he just said is a big deal. And it's different from a maker perspective, too. Like, for me as a maker, success is watching people come up to the booth, firing the blaster with a big grin on their face. Like, at the end of the day, that has been what this is all about, whether that means successful business in the air. But I think ultimately, like Andrew said, a lot of it comes down to your personal happiness and your personal success. And if people are still doing that, whether in business or succeeding or not succeeding, like, we're still successful.
For me, success is a little bit different of a definition. I am not.
She's the business one.
Yeah. I come from management, retail, and for me, yeah, sorry, that was too loud. For me, success is the rapport that you build with your customers, with your vendors, and also having something that people want as a customer and want to be able to go and build themselves and do their own versions of it. But a lot of the success for me is the happiness that our product gives to people. And while we're not saving lives and changing the world, we're still bringing joy. And that's a benchmark for me at least.
business, and a few of you mentioned it, it's about happiness. And along with happiness, I mean, your businesses were started because of happiness and passion for something. And I'm really curious to hear from everybody, actually. At what point did you decide that you wanted to monetize your passion? At what point did you want to grow your passion for something into essentially a revenue model, right? I'm going to start with you on this one.
Immediately. So I started, I got into 3D printing knowing that I was going to create a coffee table and then put it on YouTube. That was the original intent of getting a 3D printer. So it was always the beginning thought for me, is I wanted it to be not just a hobby, but something that, I could do and enjoy and also give to others to enjoy. So for me, it was immediate.
Okay. How about you guys?
I think that took a little longer. So I spent a year designing the first FTL in my office, and it was just a thing that sat on my cubicle, and it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and it had more and more functionality to the point where it could fire completely remotely, and it could log into meetings as a person in a web meeting environment. So there was a year's period where the product was still in production, and I had no idea that could be a monetizable thing. It's like I said before, people in the office started coming up and said, "Man, I've watched you make like 2 or 3 of these. What stops you from making 1,000?" And it was sort of in that moment of like, "Oh, that's a lot of work," but you're not wrong. So.
And that's when he started asking me first.
Yeah, I mean that's when it becomes obvious too. So like when you start doing the numbers, and so you're making a thing that people are used to seeing in an injection molded form. But when you start running the numbers of how expensive injection molding is, it gets real expensive real fast. And you start taking those numbers and you divide that number by the number of pruses that you can put in your shop, and that's a whole lot of printers. So like there was a point in time where it started making more sense to just build up a farm and do it in your basement like we do, rather than having to talk to somebody on the other side of the planet. So it became obvious that it was monetizable.
But it only became a possibility for success for us when we started building up more and more people. We started going to wars, like Nerf wars, and showing people this stuff, and then they started asking for it and started building. But it was a very slow burn as far as the builds. It went from building in the evening until 2 in the morning just to get the 1 or 2 orders out to being all the time. And then it started getting to the point where I needed to do that exclusively, and then he needed to do that exclusively.
Oh, I know the moment. I remember. So we had about 4 printers for a while, and I always bugged her, "Can we get another printer? Can we get another printer?" And I knew that this was going to work the day that she came to me and said that we should probably get another printer. That's when I knew. That's when I knew.
If he could have proposed again at that point, he would have.
You proposed to me on that.
Andrew and I, the other Andrew, we've been lifelong friends, and we've always enjoyed like working on just random things, and that's kind of where Gloop kind of originally started, was just internal needs and like, can we outdo the other one in something else? Kind of like a friendly competition, right? And I remember the phone call I had with Andrew one night. It was like, hey, we had this really cool thing. Like, we were able to build these models or, like enclosures for electronics or, stuff like that. And it's like, maybe something could be useful. Maybe other people would be interested in this. And, we decided, like, it makes sense to at least test the waters and see. And we decided that we were going to go with a Kickstarter and just see what happened. And for a while, it was a little iffy. We actually launched the first one. I had no idea people were going to be interested in it. We thought people would be, and it got weird in a sense, because I desperately wanted it to turn into something, and at the same time, I knew that I loved just working on things and tinkering with things and making really cool stuff, and this allowed me to do it changed the way that I would think about making things, especially in 3D printing. Because now I don't have to worry about fastening, right? I don't have to worry about building it in a specific way so that things look great. I just had this tool, this extra tool, like a design for it. And so I guess I don't know. I guess I'm going on a little too long here. But it was a process, and then all of a sudden it was just like a tipping point. And I guess when you know, you kind of know. I would agree. So.
Hey, just real quick, I just want to interject. Who here has Kickstarted? Okay, so you three in the middle, and then bootstraps, I guess, would be the other side. So split.
That's an interesting and even split as far as being a Kickstarter or not, because is Kickstarter and is crowdfunding still a valid platform for raising capital, or has it declined in its usefulness? I'm legitimately curious. That question is to anyone.
Well, we didn't fund, so we didn't, but our goal was too high, our aspirations were too high, we were really, really close, but I actually kind of prefer that we didn't, because we did.
Yeah, I mean, so the thing with Kickstarter, right, so when I ran the Kickstarter, and I say she wasn't part of it, when I ran the Kickstarter, the problem is your rewards are your product. So when you were giving out a reward, so ours was, get a $400 Nerf gun, your reward price is $500. Like, it's different when somebody wants to give you $100 multiplied by how many, versus in order for me to contribute to your Kickstarter, I have to pony up $500. Like, granted, I get your product later, but a lot of that money that you're raising is actually going into paying for other things. Whereas if you're just getting an investment from somebody, you're getting 100% of the money. Granted, you're paying a certain percent of that back. I feel like it's a little more effective. Running a Kickstarter is really hard. Really, really hard. Especially when you've never dealt with having 1,000 people all trying to talk to you at once, trying to explain your product and why anybody would want this product. And it's a big challenge. It's a lot of challenge.
I was of the mind, I think I read at some point that in the 3D printing space, Alcohol suffers from the most non-funded Kickstarter. I don't know if that's true or not, but there is a huge amount of. Has anybody in the audience tried to Kickstarter anything at any point? Not really? Yeah? Yes? You guys Kickstarted to fund it. And I don't know, maybe the good days for Kickstarting is beyond. Maybe people are getting kind of tired of that model. And so that's what led me, at least, to want to show skin in the game. If I believe in my model, like I believe I need to show people that I'm telling you to find out. So not to slam anybody that's Kickstarter. So when we're starting, we actually put down a Kickstarter, and then all of a sudden Kovarovics came along, because we're both personally co-founder and I both full time all doing this. We just decided at that point it was too much for us to be able to try and run the Kickstarter effectively and run the business, which was, we had no idea what we were doing. Neither of us had ever run a business before, so it was just too much going at the same time.
So Pooch, you bootstrapped, right? With your business.
I did.
And was it, I want to ask, was it a burden? Did you have some savings? Were you like, I can try this out, if it fails, I'm not too out? Or is this like you were like, I'm gonna eat sandwiches for the rest of the week, for the rest of the month,
Ramen. I was about to say ramen is much more appropriate.
I wouldn't say it was a burden. I'm a little more conservative on the financial side, so I wanted to make sure I had enough of a runway. But I've got a lot of money tied up in inventory now. So it's like it's kind of like I would love to have that cash, but no, I kind of made sure that I was able to do it before I did.
Well then, okay, let's go a different direction here, because since you've all started a business, you all make a business, there must be things that went on early on that you wish you could go back and maybe change, alter, add to, remove from. I want to start with you, Pooch, on this, because I was just talking to you, we were talking about bootstrapping. Is there something that
Like if you 3D printed a time machine and you went back, is there something that Pooch from a couple of years ago you'd be like, yo, dude, you need to do this?
Well, obviously, investing in inventing a 3D printed time machine is the first thing. But yeah, we're working on it. You know. We got a perpetual motion machine. We'll go from there. But what would I tell myself from the past? You know, probably not focus on trying to make money. Like I was big on trying to get something sustainable off the bat because I still want to go full time, but I'm not quite there yet. And finding what I enjoy, like reselling things that other people make. There's not a lot of that. I mean, you make money doing it, you make a lot of money doing it, but it's not rewarding in the same fashion that you make here. And so I would say it wasn't until we did Redbox, like Travis and I had a partner to work with. I had something to bounce ideas off of and some excitement to the whole thing that I really feel like I came alive with the business.
Okay, that's kind of cool. What about you, Dan?
Hire an accountant early. It's a good one. Somebody that helped me with taxes very, very early, like first thing, figure out who your accountant is. Think if you're going to start a business, find an accountant.
Did you have a problem? Were there some numbers that mixed up?
Yeah, so I'm not a very good accountant. So I'm an engineer by trade, so I thought, all right, it's numbers, I can do numbers, not a problem, I can figure this out. Do it all. But it turns out there's a lot more to accounting and taxes than just like spreadsheets, transfers. So we made some mistakes early that were my fault. We were using QuickBooks, you know, like most people use QuickBooks. So I just made some foolish mistakes because I didn't understand the concepts right. And then I hired a bookkeeper, like probably 6 months into to figure out how to fix my mistakes. And then she didn't actually do anything. But I didn't know because I was like, all right, she's got this now, I don't have to touch it anymore. So coming into the year, this past year, I actually log into QuickBooks and I was like, Kathy, you haven't done anything in 9 months. What are you doing? And she was like, oh, yeah. So I forgot about it. So that was a problem. What am I paying you for? Right, what am I paying you for? So I got the money back.
Good.
So that's good.
That's good. That's really good.
So I was paying for it. But anyway, so find a good accountant. That's it.
How about you, Andrew?
You know, I would say that if I could go back in time, I would go all the way back when I started my first business. You know, and I was 19 at the time, really young, didn't know what I was doing, but at the same time, I was really eager to like get out there and like prove myself. And I got the ability to meet the right people, right place, right time, raise lots of money from VCs and private investors. But at the same time, every time I did that, I got in a partnership with someone that I really didn't know the true motives. I didn't really know what they wanted me to do, what they wanted to do in general. And when you go that route, you have to answer them, and you have this partnership that you're bonded to, you can't get out of. Or if you try to get out of it, it's incredibly difficult. And from there, then they can tell you what to do, and they own you to an extent. So it basically, sometimes VC funding is good for some people, but a lot of times, it's kind of a good thing, a blessing, and a curse, because you're giving something up, and that something is probably more realistically your vision and your passion. And in exchange, they're going to give you lots of money, and maybe, just maybe, if you play your cards right, you'll get to a point where you can make more money. But what are you really doing? You're working for them at that point, and you're not implementing your vision, your passion. You're not doing the things that you want to be doing.
That makes sense. That's the advantage to Kickstarter right there. Is the people that own you during Kickstarter are your customers. So you're immediately getting that feedback without having to answer to it. I think for us, and I think this is a thing for every business owner too. You have to let it go at some point. So like we are currently in the process of we have an inventory issue. it shut down because of this. So the parts that go on our blasters come in cycles, and when they cycle ends, they're gone. And then you have to change the design in order to use new ones, and that has happened repeatedly over and over. We are in a position where it's up to us to keep that going, and it's this cat and mouse type thing. And part of that is I've never wanted to let it go. We've had a couple people that help us, and we've had kind of employees. I never trust them. Like in my mind, I always can make our product the best than anybody, and I don't want to put it on the market unless it's made the best that it can.
And I go for that too. Like, he hasn't trusted me for all this time. It took him a good year of trusting my prints before he actually did it.
I mean, we've got 200 solder points on every FDL, and I still do every single one of them by hand because I don't trust a single person to do it. But I should at some point let somebody else do it, find somebody that I trust, be it an individual or be it a factory. And I think had we gone in a Wayback Machine and I had let that go at some point, I think we might be in a different position.
So for me, it's kind of goes along with a lot of what's already been said. I think that if I were to go back in time, I would tell myself to find the thing in my business that I really didn't like doing and find someone else to do it.
Amen.
So for me, accounting, again, I pay Nick to do that because I don't do it well and I don't like doing it. Other things I've learned I didn't when I was making ears. I didn't like making bows. I hated it. I detested the day that I had to sit down and make 200 bows. It was like the worst day ever. So I started buying them pre-made. Little things like that just change the way that you look at your business. You don't look at a day that you've got a lot of work and think, oh God, what am I doing? Instead, you look at it, you're excited, and you've got a lot of good things to do. So I would go back and tell myself, don't do the things you don't like to do. Find somebody else to do it for you.
Let's stick with that. So one of the things that you don't like to do, obviously, is remotes, and so you can source those out. One of the things you like to do, I know, is design new cool bands for the Disney parks in Florida. I'm curious though, because we'll give this to everybody. A single product does not make a business. What do you have planned for the future as more offerings from aBuzz Designs, or do you?
I do. To me, this is one of the hardest parts about having a business, especially when you're the only person in the business. Finding time to design those new, unique products that keep you going when the market starts to get saturated, which it does very, very quickly, even if you are one of the only ones doing it. And I have already branched out into doing things for your office, little push pins and things like that. And I have a ton of things that are in the works right now, but I'm not far enough in the design process to be able to say whether they're even a viable solution at this point, because it does take months to even get the first iteration done, let alone the second, third, or even up to 50th iteration done.
One of the things I wanted to ask you two about, a Nerf blaster is it's an awesome thing. The designs are wonderful, but for some it's a very personal thing. And I know you did hydro dipping, but what was the way in your maker business? How did you test your product? How did you test whether you had a receptive audience for offering?
A lot of it was talking to people in your Nerfers. Again, like talking to people in the local community, getting them to play with it, tell us features. Between the 2 and the 3, there was the 2 design, the 2 Plus design, and then the 2X design. And after the 2X design, we asked our users for feedback. So we posted in our user group and said, hey guys, what do you like? What don't you like? What would you change? And we got 70 plus points of, I want all these things changed. And our 3 has almost every single thing in it. And that was a huge tipping point for us because the community then had a new vested interest in us because we listened. Sometimes it's just as simple as listening to your customer and listening to what they want to do. I started hydro dipping because someone asked me to 3D print camo. I couldn't 3D print camo, so I learned how to hydro dip.
I mean, you still have to hold your ground too. So a lot of people want your product because you have made certain choices. I mean, this is a real pedantic thing, but like if you look at our blasters, it's only got 1 trigger, right? Most Nerf blasters have 2. I thought that the one trigger thing was the bee's knees, and I have stuck to that no matter how many times. I mean, we do have a new version of that on, right? But, so I eventually gave in, but I'm still here saying that I'm still, I still stick to my guns on that, and I think that it's an interesting thing. But yeah, you do have to listen to your customers, and no matter how much you think that they're right, and that's kind of hard to stomach sometimes. So we do, one of the big things that we did, so along with the hydro dipping, was we have like 80 different colors that we offer to people, and you can customize all of your things, and that was really big along with hydro dipping. Like that's the cool thing about 3D printing, and like that's why we're here is you're not painting things, you're not getting an injection molded thing. You have a thing that you can instantly create in any color, and like that's the most amazing thing in the world. I forgot what question I was answering here.
That's okay. It was a wonderful story. You got to mention hydro dipping and 2 triggers, and that's pretty good right there. I got to pass it over to Andrew though, and I want to piggyback on the question that Lauren had, because you have 3D glue, you have a product, but obviously I know that you have a spray in the works. How do you test that product? How do you get that into the world? How do you now have a second product in a maker?
That's a great question, and I mean, there's not really a clear answer, unfortunately. Really, it comes down to not being afraid to fail, if that makes sense. When I started my first company, I was so afraid of failing, and I kind of realized that no, that's wrong. You actually need to be open to failing, because that's how we learn. That's how we're able to move forward. And I can't tell you how many formulations we've come up with, hundreds of formulations that have all failed in different ways, and it's frustrating, and it's sometimes disheartening. But when you finally crack that formula, when you finally get it right, it's so rewarding, and it's what I guess it kind of keeps me moving. But in a way, how we test and how we try and bring that product in is just seeing if it's useful to us, and then from there reaching out to a few people that might find it interesting and see what they think. And if they have a good first impression maybe, or like, oh, this is cool, this is really neat, we kind of try and move forward. If they don't like it, it's fine. It didn't work, too bad. Well, we move on to the next thing. We've, throughout the process, tried to do several different things, because we know that at some point, right, we're going to have to bring in another product. Like, we got 3D Gloop, we got it for PLA, we got it for ABS, we just announced that we now got it for PET, which is awesome. Yeah,
Yes.
We want to get into the more, high-tech engineering grade filaments, radar, all the radar, PC, nylon, we've got some really cool stuff in the lab, but, it's still related to glue, right? And we wanted to branch out a little bit more. So I guess it's a complicated, answer of, just trying things until you get something that works.
That makes sense. Dan, for you though, trying something to see if it works isn't really good for Slice because of how much it costs for you to make a prototype, right? So in your business, how did you offset the cost of prototypes for actually getting a working version without spending so much capital?
This is something great about 3D printing. You can 3D print stuff really inexpensively. So we do a lot of prototyping with, like Joel said, it's very expensive to get something manufactured. It costs thousands of dollars. And so when we launch a new product, we have to make sure that this makes sense. We listen to user feedback and things that people have asked for. We talk to a lot of people at shows like this, obviously, and get feedback. And then we iterate with certain CAD, right? And we try things in CAD and simulations in CAD. And then we'll go with 3D print something. Sometimes it might be, like, for example, form factors in the test for 3D printing. Maybe you don't need the material yet, but you just need a test. Does this shape actually work and do what we think it's going to do? So that's something that's really easy to test with 3D printing. So we reduce and offset the cost.
Well, that's good. I mean, I'm glad that you have that available. I think Pooch uses 3D printing as well for committing to maybe a good product.
Yeah, I mean, what Dan said is that hands down the best part about being in this industry is the ability, and you hear it all the time, and it's cliche, but to fail fast. And I mean, if you guys would see the bucket of like design iterations of prints that didn't make it, I mean, it's humongous. It's kind of sad because it feels like a waste of plastic sometimes. But in the big scheme of things, compared to the amount of money that you would waste, especially historically, it's really low. So
every failure is a learning experience.
yeah, and that's those are the nuggets that you actually want. So, like, you don't fear the failure, like embrace the failure and grow from it. And if you're not growing from it, you're not going to grow from it. Just so you know, I think we're at like a 15-minute, and if I just want to
we have time for questions. If anybody has specific questions for anyone here on the panel, now is a great time to ask.
For those of you who have 3D print farms or you print, overnight, do you take special fire precautions? When we're working in centigrade, numbers don't sound bad. When I convert into Fahrenheit, I just get afraid to leave something, that'll toast my pizza running overnight. And if I had 5 printers, I would be very afraid to do that.
That's a really good question.
Yeah, I guess I'll start. We live on the edge. We'll have 7 to 8 printers running every night, all night. I do the basic fail-safes, making sure the print is actually executed successfully in the beginning to make sure it's going well. But we haven't had any fires, but we also use courses, so I don't see them being as fire.
We also only print PLA overnight. If we have some ABS parts that we print now, I would never put those run overnight unless I had a fire suppression system. I mean, the nice thing about PLA is it prints nice and cool. I mean, printed 400 it's fair. Yeah, like the hot end is really cool. Yeah, we like to live on the edge.
Yeah, same. Unfortunately, I mean, I could say I've been doing it for years, and I've got smoke detectors and stuff like that. But it's unfortunate, but I don't know, short of having like a Halon system or something that's just gonna dump. I don't know what your other options are, because I think the industry kind of lacks in certification, and that's probably what's limiting going mainstream. You're not seeing UL listings and CE and stuff like that on printers currently, but I think that's going to be an important step in going forward.
So we work out of our house. Do you work out of your house?
I do.
We work out of our house. So you guys,
Yeah, we're on our house.
yeah. So that's the other thing.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, so we're right upstairs, so, if something does happen, we're not very far away. We only print if we are in the building. If we leave, prints are off. We do not leave prints running. And we do have a fire extinguisher right next to our printers at all times.
Has anybody had a fire break out in all the printing they've done? I mean, Nick has, I think, but he had a print known
Crispy
for
did catch fire or start smoking.
They have a print named Crispy.
That's why it's named Crispy.
It was a banana.
That was named
Was
It's no longer Nina.
Anyone else have a question for the water panel there? I have one more question, actually. So, when we talk about 3D printing, and leading to this question there, show of hands for your farms, who's running cruises?
yes and no.
Yes and no. Okay, so part of the safety of running a farm would be firmwares that have thermal runaway protection enabled, obviously. But what I wanted to say something is that as someone who takes in a bunch of new machines, I think it's a little bit different. I have a print farm, but every machine is different, and I don't know. I still run things overnight. Am I doing it wrong? Should I worry?
I can't. Liability-wise, I don't think anybody else can answer that.
Answer no.
You're not making money if you're not printing them. I mean, like, your printers are your money, and that's your product. And that's so guess what you're printing?
I mean, to some extent, we trust a lot of electronics in our lives that are probably potential could catch fire. So, we all kind of know what we're doing. We build confidence over the years, but an accident can happen anytime. That's what insurance is for. Hopefully, dig in the hole. Print in the sandbox, Joel. It'll be fine.
I guess I'll just bring a sandbox. We have a sprinkler system. We're fine. Everything's fine. Any other questions for our panelists here?
Well, actually, we're going to wrap it up just a little early. I want to thank everybody for being on the panel here.
Thanks to you for moderating. I think this is all. I feel like I learned something. So I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you're thinking about starting a business of your own too, there's so many resources here available, and people I'm sure are happy to talk to you about it.
Oh, absolutely.
So thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone. Thanks, guys.